SMT Nation, we back. Nation, YouTube's cracking down on this whole like ad blocker thing. I know a lot of folks out there probably care about this because they've been using ad blockers to bypass commercials and advertisements that play before, during, and after YouTube videos. Anyways, this topic is relevant to our platform, and I'm sure some of you guys are into ad blockers or have heard about the story. So let's cover it here as a bit of a change up of what we cover here on the channel. Link from the article, Shelby Brown, cordcutter.com. Check them out. That link is in the description. And ways to support the SMT. Show your support for all the content here on the channel. There are ways to do that in the description as well. Okay, so the news that we've been following is that ad blocking, there's been a crackdown at YouTube. I mean, ad revenue is huge for the YouTube platform. It is the lifeblood of the YouTube platform and the creators that post content to it, myself included. And I know a lot of folks out there have done their best to try to, bypass advertisements because of their annoyance. And, people obviously would rather do something better with their time, like consume the content, than to be annoyed by long ads, frequent ads, or what have you. So apparently there is some speculation that the global efforts by YouTube to put an end to ad blockers may have a snag, and it's originating out of the European Union. And we know that when the European Union gets involved, shit happens. Okay, so I guess we'll call them a privacy expert, is citing that there's a complaint through the Irish Data Protection Commission saying that YouTube's ad blocker detection system is a privacy violation, thus illegal in the EU. And they're accusing Google and the YouTube app using a JavaScript code to detect the ad blockers by extension without end user consent. Thus, it basically renders it spyware, qualifies it as spyware. So if this is indeed the case and the European Union sides with this complaint, YouTube has a problem on its hands. If the European Union is big enough, powerful enough, strong enough, influential enough to impact iPhone production, you guys know what I'm talking about with the USB-C and all of those types of things. I mean, I like the chances of them shutting down the ad blocker, software, the JavaScript software that YouTube has been using to detect ad blockers. And what's been happening is folks have been notified once it's been detected that if they don't discontinue the use of the ad blocker, they're going to be, kicked from the platform. I don't know if they track by IP or whatever personal identifying info, but Google is defending their practice. They're going to stand by this because this really does impact the bottom line at Alphabet, and specifically YouTube as a platform. It is built on the AdSense platform. And there are some advertisers who are probably very influential, very powerful, and spend big bucks at YouTube that are probably going to want YouTube to kind of, follow through on this. So this is an interesting development. YouTube Premium is an option for folks, but it's $13.99, right? Almost $14. It's not cheap. I know they have family plans, which might make it worth it because of all the users that it would support. But, this is pretty wild. I'm really curious to hear what you guys have to say on this. Like, what do you guys think the outcome is going to be? Do you think YouTube is going to fight this to a win and continue to do the ad blocking strategies, techniques, and protocols? Or do you think the EU is going to shut this shit down, man? I don't know, man. EU, once they get involved, stuff happens. What do you guys think is going to be the outcome? Sound off in the comment section below. You all, the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.